Is pre-inspecting your home prior to selling the right decision for you? Well, unlike many of the always or never marketers and consultants that are in our industry, I believe that this answer is a maybe, and it really depends on your circumstances. Join me and we'll break down the risks and the benefits to the pre-inspection for sellers. Hello, I'm Jamie with Reece Homes, and today we're going to talk about whether pre-inspecting your home is the right decision for you, your home, and your situation. Pre-inspection can be a great tool to give you the optimal outcome, the best price, the best terms for the sale of your home. But it comes with specific risks and benefits that everyone should consider prior to ordering their inspection and receiving their inspection report. So let's break down these risks and benefits and see which is the right method for you. First, let's cover disclosure laws in Washington state for the sale of real estate. Put simply, all sellers, with the exception of estates, must disclose known material defects with their properties. Now, in this case, we're going to explore the word known. When you know of a defect, you are required to disclose it. If you don't know, you're not required to disclose it, and you're not held liable for your lack of knowledge. Now, of course, once you've received an inspection report from a licensed professional inspector, you've been put on notice of these defects. And the best course of action is to disclose them, really whether you want to or not. The failure to disclose can be costly and a big legal headache, and so strategic and thoughtful disclosure is your best method. Now, I'm sure you're asking about strategic and thoughtful disclosure. And as we get there, let's think about the overall market for buyers right now. Higher home prices and higher interest rates mean that most buyers are more than a bit cash-strapped at closing, as well as cash-strapped on a monthly basis for the first few years as they adjust to their mortgage payments. This means that these buyers tend to prioritize homes that are more turnkey, don't come with deferred maintenance or other repair projects that would require them to invest significant sums of money soon after closing. They don't always want homes or need homes that have complete updates and upgrades and remodels. They just need to avoid projects that would take cash out of their pocket in those first few months. Now, of course, when we have an inspection report that we have to disclose, most of those buyers are going to be looking through that and want major and moderate issues to be taken care of. And interestingly enough, and ironically, many buyers actually will disqualify homes even for minor issues that they otherwise would have purchased if they didn't have an inspection report prior to making their offer and had to, in the more traditional way, make an offer, get it accepted, and then pay $500 to $800 for inspections. When they've paid this money, they've got some skin in the game. They've got some personal investment in the property, and they're more likely to take on a few of these projects. So in the end, doing a pre-inspection for some homes and some sellers may result in higher preparation costs than what there could be. And it's important to acknowledge not all sellers have the time, the resources, or the funding to cover these kind of preparation costs when required. So pre-inspection may not be the right tool for them. That said, when you do have the time and funding, doing a pre-inspection can often expand your market and give you tactical advantage when it comes to negotiation. This tactical advantage is one of the tools that we can use to avoid costly drama during a transaction. One of the most frustrating experiences a seller can have is a buyer with an inspection contingency who walks away after learning about issues with the home. Sometimes buyers just get spooked. There's no amount of reasonable negotiation that we can make to keep them in the transaction, and we end up returning to the market after failing an inspection process. Now, of course, returning to market creates a lot of questions and some concerns in buyers, and good professionals in our industry can use strategic marketing and professional communication to help control those concerns and help buyers move forward. Nonetheless, when a property comes back to market, almost always, it doesn't have the same sort of magic that it had in the first few days or first week that it initially came to market. And this can mean that we don't see multiple offers. We don't see escalated prices and some of the best terms that you might get when there is that enthusiasm. So when possible, we like to use a pre-inspection or strategic preparation of a home to help buyers feel comfortable with either doing their own inspection very quickly and waiving it, using the pre-inspection to waive their inspection, or in some circumstances, buyers just look at a home that's been well prepared and presented, and they feel comfortable, even though it's not advisable, to just waive their inspection entirely. Whenever this can happen, we like it because it reduces the risk for our sellers. In the end, the decision to pre-inspect your home is a complex and personal one that depends on your circumstances. For some sellers, with the time, the funding, the opportunity to address some of the concerns that might be found on their inspection report, pre-inspection can be an optimal tool to get you the best price and outcome on the sale of your home. For others, without those resources and without that time, there can be better techniques to bring your property to market to get your optimal outcome. It really depends on your home and your circumstances and what's going on in the market at the time. And that's where brokers come in. Give us a call and we'd be happy to learn more about you, your circumstances, and your home, and talk to you about the market conditions to see if pre-inspection is the right tool for you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to hearing from you.